So, get on that, and we'll just, wait here for about 6 hours. And there we have it. Thank you very much, Bernand. Let's check out our new weapon. Reinforced Battle Staff. It's pretty hefty. It's just about the same damage, if not a little more, than the battle axe that we had, the Dwarven. And it looks quite nice.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
What's wrong with that outfit? What? I'm a mage. Look better than you. Yeah, that's nice. We're really looking the part. No, I do not. Go away.
Pardon me.
Nice. Yeah, this is pretty. This is legit. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, and actually, do we have the skills? Okay, yeah. So actually, this is 40% more damage than it actually does. Because with that talent point, it adds the damage immediately in the charts, but it only adds it to the target if they're below that percentage of health, which is kind of annoying because it's hard to compare weapons. But reinforced staff is, I'm thinking it's like an equivalent to steel.
Got curved swords.
Curved swords. So it take 40%. So it's like more like 40 damage instead of 65. It's quite dark in here.
Please don't interrupt the court.
The court, huh?
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Strange lights?
Then we will immediately
I know a lot about Sin's lights. Strange lights, rather.
Pathfingar's people will always be safe under my...
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious
Dragon's
nonsense.
Bridge.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for.
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Barnius. Rest easy. You're dismissed.
You're pretty quick to change your opinion for a Jarl. Don't really care
I have little
about
patience for mundane
your
concerns.
judgment.
Keep that magic away
Yeah,
from me.
whatever. I have business with your mage, not you.
If I needed something from you,
Yeah,
Take
I
a
just
look.
want your books. She's kind of a bitch. So I just want her to see what she has. Okay, so let's look at some of these new stuff. One is the auras that I was talking about earlier. So we have 10% more melee damage and 10% less from melee attacks. Or friendly people take 10% less damage from spells and arrows. I'm liking this one. Oh. I wouldn't happen to have... I forgot to sell that. Please. Well, I'll be able to sell a bunch of shit to her. What am I looking under? Potions. Potion of bartering. Don't mind
take
if
care
I
of
do.
yourself. You're trying my patience. Take a look.
You're trying my patience, bitch. So let's go ahead and buy a bunch of books. Did that help? I don't even know if that helped. I can't remember how much it was before. Either way, we're gonna pretend like it helped. We're gonna buy this. We're gonna take this battle axe, because the battle axe counts both as a battle staff and an axe for all purposes, because there's no bound battle staff spell. Call familiar hunting pack. For 60 seconds you call one more familiar wolf. Upon activation this spell calls up to 3 wolf from it. Wow, nice. That really goes with our theme too. Yeah, and ice wolf as well. Yeah, don't mind if we do. I'm not so much for the illusion spells on this character. Chastise. This is the new spell. The new, it's not really a chain. It's like a new, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a new, fuck, can't think of the word. It's a different category. It's not really what I was looking for, but a different category of anti-undead spells. All the old ones that would fear them or burn them are taken out of the game and replaced with Chastise, which is sort of like an opener skill that you have to have on the undead if you want to use any of the other undead killing things like cleansing. It'll kill 30% or under, or its health is reduced by 100, and it only works on undead creatures under the influence of Chastise. So, there you go. Restoration also has curses now. I'm not too sure I'll be using them. They're not really potent enough for me to bother, and that's another spell I'd have to keep track of. There's some new skills to enhance your weapons, which is nice. So if you didn't have enchanting on your mage, then you could utilize this. We are an enchanter, so I don't think we'll be utilizing them at all. Fast healing we have here, no feather. Feather could be useful. Yes, the touch spells. These are a throwback to Morrowind and Oblivion, the previous Elder Scroll games, where you had a touch, like a melee-based magic spell, which is clearly lacking in this one. Not so useful in our character because we have melee combat pretty covered. Fire rune. Do I have the rune spells? I can't remember. Not quite sure. I just can't remember. Fury healing. Lightning bolt. Do I have that? I can't remember. Muffle. Oak flesh. Beginner's lock. Yes, please. Push. Why not? Steadfast ward. Yes, please. I think that just about covers it. We're definitely good on gems. Scroll of Hysteria. No, we don't need that. We don't need any of that. Okay, so let's sell our stuff to her. We don't want to sell any of that. We just bought. It's not too much here we could sell to her. I mean, we could sell some of them, but what's the point? And since we are playing with this new overhaul, which rebalances enchanting and all that sorts of stuff, I'm gonna sell all of my old gear and start anew. My stuff is probably going to be not as powerful, but I'm fine with that. To be honest, enchanting was pretty overpowered in its previous state. Keeping that. Get rid of that. 50%. still got 3,000 gold. There's gotta be something I can sell to her. I wanted to sell her the other scrolls, but she doesn't seem to want
Stay guarded. You
them.
never know what could be out there.
So what's up with that
Do
cave?
you have business? I am the Jarl Stu. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings.
Weird happenings, you say?
Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave,
I'll check it out.
sure you'll be paid for your work.
I'm pretty interested in...
Feel free to return to me with questions.
Surely
The Blue
there's something
Palace is
better.
open for.
Is it? I'm pretty interested in weird happenings, quotation marks. As I am a mage, want to explore the unnatural, or at least what the common folk consider unnatural. Alright, now let's dabble in the enchanting. I haven't had a chance to really look at the enchanting with this mod, because the other character that I'm recording, which will be the next character in the series of my Skyrim series, Let's Play a Fuck Ton of Characters, he's not an enchanter. A little sneak peek, he is another orc, but to be honest, by the time I release this, I'll probably have already uploaded him to my channel, so this is hindsight probably to you. So, we'll go ahead and disenchant that. That's all we can disenchant. Actually, let's take a look at the skill tree. Just find that over here. Okay, so we have our enchanter, which is pretty much unchanged. The soul squeezer and siphon, that's good. Yeah, okay. Protective enchantments, 50% stronger, of course, of course. Haven't gotten Corpus yet, but that's fine. So our stats, our raw stats enchantments won't be quite as potent as they could be. Our weapon enchants are going to be quite beefy. Skill enchantments are a little bit better, but damn, 120? Serious? I think that's a typo. Yeah, that's definitely a typo. That should be like 100. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, one of the most unique skills is that enchantments on Dreamcloth gear are 40% stronger, which is essentially anything that is cloth, you know, like that doesn't have any armor properties to it, which is a really interesting twist. So if you sacrifice utilizing armor, then you can have more powerful enchantments on that on the cloth, which is a nice trade-off. And since our character is cloth only, that synergizes quite effectively. So we're gonna test that. I don't. I need something to enchant. Something that isn't... Well, this isn't cloth, so we can try it on this. Though we're not going to be able to enchant something the same. Let's do, say, 20. Yeah, that'd be good. I wanna see the difference. I guess these are not clothing. So we'll look at this ring, put an enchantment on it that can be on a helmet. I know for a fact that circlets can have this. So 24. That's with a grand. It automatically uses the best. So let's make it a this enchantment 14. Maybe circlets are not considered cloth. Oh no, sorry, different. Different. So 24, yeah, that's right. No, it's not right. It should be more powerful. Okay, so let's try on boots. Resist fire, 47. Wow, that's impressive. And then a ring. Enchantment. 33. Okay, there we have it. So jewelry, like circlets and stuff like that, necklaces, rings, and things of that sort are not considered clothing. There has to be actual cloth to be considered dreamweave cloth. Which is interesting. That means that it would benefit us more if I just wear a hood. But I'm kind of digging the circlet look on our character. It's sort of, I think it really fits. Because he's got those tattoos on his face, which are really defining of his character, and his hair. So I think even though the enchantment will be less effective if we use a circlet, I think I'll just use a circlet. Unless we find something else that looks more impressive. Okay, so let's see. We want our robes. What can we put on our robes? Also, we have the extra effect. The talent, I didn't really go over it, but essentially what it does is, just like the old extra effect, you can have 2 enchantments per item. However, in Skyrim, there's a major downside, and the major downside is that when you choose to unlock 2 enchantments, or the ability to do 2 enchantments on an item, you lose 25% effectiveness on all enchantments you do, even if it's a single one. So this is weaker than it would be if I didn't have the perk, even though I'm only using 1. So it's sort of a trade-off to be able to do more than 1 enchantment, and I think it's a good enchantment, or a good trade-off. So here we have access to alteration, cost less, which is our shields, and what else? Our shields. That's about it. Shields, candlelight, things like that. Could be worth investing, but I think destruction is better. You could probably use some more health. Or illusion. No, illusion is bad. We don't really use enough illusion. So it's really alteration. We don't have conjuration? Where is that? I think I sold the conjuration robe. Oh well. It's only 25% fat. Why does that not increase? It's very unfortunate.